Hey, it's Melissa from Kiwi Banana, and today I want to talk about the law. Yes, I know, very much a hot topic with almost anybody that you may come across, although some may not. That's okay too. So from what I can see, there are many laws. There's the law of LORE, there's human created law, there's natural law, there's universal laws. For this topic, I'm mostly going to focus on human created law. And the reason is because I have, for a while, I've studied and I've worked within the legal industry. And the reoccurring meme or theme, as you might like to call it, that I see is, well, the human created law is almost like a symptom of our own inability to let go. So I got into, wanting to get into this industry of the law because I initially thought it was a great way to help create change. Little did I realize when I first started was the law, the human created law, is somewhat just a slow reflection of our own culture. And we've created a lot of law from the space of fear and our own inability to let go. And it's really easy to see why. I mean, it doesn't take much to put 2 and 2 or 10 and 10 together to see why we're at that place and how we got there. But it also makes you question that, if we did live in a place of unconditional love, then would we even really need human created law? I mean, that's a utopian kind of worldview, or it can be. It's not everyone's, and so it just makes me want to ponder more on that and be able to share that more of that with you. I guess let's take an extreme example. So a person murders another person. And, I'm going to share this example from very just sort of try and be as unemotional as I possibly can. That doesn't mean that I don't have emotions or feelings towards these sort of things. I'm just going to try and share it as unemotionally as I possibly can. So don't take it as me being cold to the situation, because this does happen on a daily basis, and I'm well aware of that. And so, that murderer has done that act because of their own inability to let go of either something that the victim has done to them, or they see it as they have done something to them, or it's something that's happened to the murderer, or a series of things that have happened to the murderer, or it's some kind of ancestral or intergenerational trauma that they just haven't been able to let go of. And and then obviously we create a law around it, like we say it's not okay to take someone else's life without their consent. And then we look at the victim and the victim's family. They are usually going to want to use the law to try and make themselves feel better. Friends and family. I say family as in doesn't need to be biological. I'm getting too much into the details of this. My apologies. And so they're going to want to use the law to make themselves feel better about the situation, and make themselves feel like, something has to be done, and because of their own inability to let go of obviously what's happened and what's followed that and what's led to it occurring. And then of course the state is going to want to encourage the family of the victim to use the law as well, because they want to set an example for the community, and to not commit a similar act because of their own fear and inability to let go of control. And so if we focus more obviously on being able to help those that have been traumatized from an early age, or from birth, or even after, and we also focus on our own inner abilities to let things go, process and all of that, then maybe we would lose some of the issues that we see today as a problem. Maybe we wouldn't need to create the laws. And the state's only going to, that'll change when we change our own inner world. It's just another reflection of what's going on inside. So it's almost that just takes care of itself almost, in a way. It could do. I mean, these are all just ideas and perspectives, and don't have to take what I say to be the truth. You take what resonates with you and you disregard what doesn't. And we could go obviously into much more depth and much more layers into something like this, and but there's a time and there's a place to share more about these sort of things, obviously, and I don't feel like this is the time and the place to go into more depth about it. Yeah, it'd just be interesting, obviously, to know if you've come across something like that yourself, whether they obviously be in the law or many other aspects of our society and the way we live our lives and our communities. And yeah, so if you want, you're more than welcome to leave your comments and your questions down below in the comment section. I always welcome any kind of feedback that you want to share. I also understand that it can be somewhat of a touchy topic, the law, and we all have our own ideas around what should be done, what shouldn't be done, and what's okay and what's not okay. And we all have our different levels. I don't want to say levels, but it's just the best way I can obviously communicate at that time, of understanding of situations and what's really going on. So yeah, I hope you've manifested some happiness today, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.